Good luck on this, your last mission.
1 week ago today, the final Space Shuttle mission was launched, and part of that mission was created by a company making breakthroughs right here in Honolulu. Tissue Genesis has provided science experiments and adult stem cells for the crew to find ways to combat the negative effects of space travel on the body. And joining us this morning is Anton Krucki, the CEO and president of Tissue Genesis in Kaka'ako. Good morning.
Good morning.
And thank you so much for joining us.
Glad to be here.
So why don't you explain exactly what's happening right now in space with these tissue samples and experiments that you sent up?
Well, the team that went down there, they've been studying the effects of cells and regenerative properties in a microgravity environment. And so this time, central to the experiment is using Tissue Genesis technology to then put that on the cell culture module to inject stem cells into those cells to regain the regenerative properties that are lost on long-term space travel.
And you actually have a picture. These are veins here. Explain what this is.
Well, this particular application is one that we're in clinical trials today. And what we do is we take a scaffolding material and we coat the inside with the patient's own cells. And in doing that, for someone who has peripheral vascular disease, we can, where they might harvest a vessel from one leg to put in another, we can intervene in that process and be able to produce a vessel for them in about an hour's time to put in, so they don't lose their good vessel and they get a better vessel going in, or at least as good as a regular saphenous vein.
What is your hope in terms of these experiments that are happening? Obviously, this is a historic flight, the final space shuttle flight. What is your hope down the road in terms of what will happen after these experiments?
Well, the work that we do with NASA, we try to parallel with our own commercialization efforts. And so we have regenerative applications and therapies already staged up for additional clinical trials. The team that went down there, they just did a fantastic job. And so you've got Tom Cannon and Chris Kosnick, a long time working in the space program led by Dr. June Pak. But I'd like to mention three of the other on the team of six. We had Anthony Yang and Shannon Izawa and Cheryl Shimoda, and those three are they're local. They were raised here, they're educated here, Castle High, Baldwin, Punahou, two from UH, and there they are in on one of the world's greatest stages, working with NASA, Ames Research, and Lockheed toe to toe. They were the central key figures, and what an experience for them. Right. I couldn't be more proud of them, and I really hope Hawaii is too.
Yeah, and you know, Tissue Genesis is a small company, only about 30 people. What was your reaction when you learned that Tissue Genesis would be a part of this historic flight?
Well, it was very exciting. I know that I went down to watch the liftoff, and as exciting as I thought it would be, I had no idea how emotional it is. And it's just a fantastic thing, and just, you know, be part of it. I wasn't one of the team, and they did such a great job. But it's quite a thing, and I think we all should be proud of it.
Were people cheering and screaming? I mean, what was it like?
Yeah, they really do. I mean, you don't know if it's going to happen or not because, you know, it had many times delays, and they are. They're jumping up and down. They're very proud, and they're crying at the same time.
All right. Well, CEO of Tissue Genesis, Anton Krucki, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck with those experiments.
Appreciate it.
And don't forget, if you'd like to watch this interview again, you can go to our morning section of our website, kitv.com/thismorning. It is 6:15.